Ladies, have you ever said to yourself, I could never forgive that person? I'm sure that has happened at least once or twice. Naturally, people don't like to and frankly don't want to forgive. We want to hold on to bitterness because we think, if I forgive the people who have hurt me, then I'm condoning their actions. That I'm saying that what they did is okay. But that is not true at all. We know that God is the judge and He will judge appropriately. Bitterness, lack of forgiveness, and grudges often harms the one who's holding on to them the most. However, when we forgive, we essentially say, you can't destroy me, end me, or hinder me any longer because my God heals. He is better than my bitterness. Now, we know that most of our unforgiveness and bitterness stems from some pretty trivial situations. However, there are some stories that involve true victims. And in these kind of stories, forgiveness can only come from a God, and trust me when I say that they take a God-sized forgiveness. But Scripture teaches us that if we're going to be recipients of God's grace, then we must give grace to others. And Jesus gives us the challenge that if we don't forgive others, it may be proof that we've never truly received God's forgiveness ourselves. He is teaching us the most practical way to show the world that we understand forgiveness in our own lives is by showing others that we know how to forgive. Now, we know that forgiveness is not easy, and forgiveness is actually impossible by ourselves. However, the good news is that we have a God who makes the impossible possible. Ultimately, forgiveness is an act of faith in a God who can and will do what we cannot do on our own. But the truth is, the bitterness, unforgiveness, and anger are a heavy and miserable load to carry. It also hinders us from receiving the blessings that He has in store for our lives. It's like having a big wall that stands in between us and our breakthrough in whatever area we need it in. So as Christians, we choose forgiveness because our great God has chosen to forgive us, even when we don't deserve it. So I would like to leave you with this. I want you to think of someone who has hurt you, and have you forgiven this person? Do you feel as though forgiveness is unattainable in this situation? And if so, what makes you think so? And then I want you to take time to list the things that God has forgiven you for. Because since you have received the grace and forgiveness of God, whom do you need to extend grace and forgiveness to today? That's it for this Woven Words Wednesday. I'm Janice Rivera. Until next time, choose forgiveness, my friends. Take care.